Hello again, everybody. It's Harry Boxer, the Technical Trader, and it's Tuesday night, August the 30th. These are the charts of the day. Another decent day in Wall Street as the indices came on after a weak start and closed with some gains for the day, even though there was a light sell-off. And even though I do think we're long in the tooth and due for a pullback in this zone, it may be another day or two. So let's continue to look at relative strength and the stocks that are acting well here. In the low price sector, Eastman Kodak's doing great. And as you can see, after V-bottoming here, turn around on heavy volume, spiked up to test the declining top line, and then pulled back to test price and moving average support. And then moved right back up to today over the last few days, and is testing this lateral declining top line, I should say, this secondary one. Move through here, and this thing can start to really accelerate up to the gap range of, let's call 4 3/4, something of that nature, my short-term target. A low price sector stock in the shipping industry, Genco Shipping and Trading, GNK, New York Stock Exchange listed shipper. This stock today came across the declining tops line after breaking the lateral price resistance as well, all in one day today. With an increase in volume to about 1.2 million shares, the stock did very well today with getting a breakout. Let's scroll in a little bit and you'll get a chance to see it. This pop here took out the 50-day lateral price resistance and the declining tops line. And although it is at the short-term channel top, it closed right into the top of the range. Now I'm looking for a move up towards the 8.5, maybe even 8 3/4 range on a swing trade. Genetic technologies. Now, Gene, as you can see, had popped here, ran there, and popped there before trading was halted. Stock has come down and tested this lateral price support here, double bottom, and bounced. Now, today, when scrolling in, you can see the stock broke out across the 21-day, as well as the yesterday taking out the declining tops line as well. So what we have here is a potential breakout with volume. And if the stock does move higher, I think we could see the stock up towards the 8 8/4 range, a short-term target. JVA. Now, Coffee Holding Company has been a big winner for us this year, going from 4 to 32, an 8-fold increase. But with the way the stock has pulled back down here from the wedge, notice the last couple sessions. Here, we broke out yesterday and back to the 50 in the declining tops line. Today, it followed back up through and may even test this 25.6 zone right up in here. That's my short-term target. If we get through that, maybe another run at the 29.30 area. Also in the coffee group is Caribou, which popped today as well, up $1.21 or 8.5%, as volume increased to 1.3 million. Now, if we step back a little bit, you'll see that what's developed here, the base, the breakout, the pullback, a secondary top, and then a sharp pullback to this line here. But that's your support line, and it did bounce off of that. Now, be aware of the potentiality of a head and shoulders top if it rolls over here. But if not, I retested the 17 1/4 level, maybe likely, and that's our short-term target. NPEL has been doing very well of late. Look, notice this trend line here with held on this big pullback. The stock then bounced sharply to resistance and the moving averages, came down in an orderly fashion, reversed here after holding this support, and then today popped $1.01 or 8%, and now is up near resistance around 14. Let's get to 14, my short-term target around 16. MCP today, the Rare Earth Group had an exceptional session. And you can see that despite the big run-up last year, the stock has been consolidating since the April-May tops. And it's been in a big wedging type pattern. But today, the key to the action today was that this lateral price resistance here was taken out and back up through the 21 and 50-day moving average. At this point, may free it for a move up towards 63, my short-term target. Looking at recent IPOs, Zillow came down, based out very quietly, and then popped, and now it's on the run. I'd be looking for potentially more upside, and let's look for a move that takes us back up towards 40, 42, thereabout. Janus Pharmaceutical doing very well in here. You can see that the long-term pattern is phenomenal. Stocks went from 7 to 42. Now, recently it formed a little bit of a wedge, and today it popped after reversing 2 days ago and following through yesterday. Today it ran up to retest the old highs. We can get to this 43 range. We can see Jazz make a run at the potentially high 50, 60 range, and that's going to be my trading target for this stock. Look for some big stuff out of it. KKD, Krispy Kreme, broke out with a breakaway gap here and ran up to over the 10, more than doubling in about 2 months, but rolled over it, formed the wedge, and although from a positive nature, the last few days broke out of the wedge, broke through the 50. Yesterday slightly followed through today with another 53 cent or 6% gain, and now I'm looking for a test of the 10, 10 and a quarter range up here, followed by, if that is taken out, a move that takes it up near 12. RIM. Well, we've had a very big drop in RIM from 70 down to the 22 range, and that's a huge drop, but it does appear it may have reversed. There's some positive news about them coming out with a competitor to iTunes, on the BlackBerry, of course, and that has caused, in my opinion, a breakout across and into this gap out across this resistance line. Today up $1.82 or 6%. Volume was a hefty 41 million shares. That's the heaviest volume in a couple, 3 weeks. Looks like it may be running and should fill this gap to about the 35 range short term. NUS acting very well, up 225 or 5.6%. Let's scroll back and take a look at the pattern. You'll see that over the course of the last year and a half or so, stock has moved up nicely, platformed here, held support, and spiked up to resistance. If we get through here, we can see this run up into the high 40s. One of my favorite stocks this year is MyTech. I think this is going to be a big winner for our people, our subscribers, I should say. And then at this point, I'm looking for MyTech to make it up through this resistance level and for a quick run at $12, maybe 13 here. ELGX, after a big run up, pull back, pop, and retest, you can see a little head and shoulder pattern here. Here's your neckline, and we broke out today. We're running up almost 5% and retesting the July high, which should lead to a test of the 10.6075 zone short term. Beyond that, looking for 12. Silver stocks in general are strong. I'm looking for we got to move through the declining tops line here. That was key. Pulled back and held the moving averages, and now it's moving again. We're going to test this high up around the $13 range. If we get through it, and you step back and you'll see what I'm looking at. A nice long-term pattern calls for a move to about 17. ARCO, ARCO, and a new rising trend and a new recent IPO. It broke out today to new post-IPO highs. Now I'm looking for a move to 30. Sturm Ruger, one of the strongest stocks on the street, continues to amaze. Has moved from the 13 range into the mid-30s and more than tripling. Particularly since the June low around 18.5 has more than doubled, or about doubled. And relative strength is phenomenal. The technicals are excellent, and this stock looks like it could spike up into the low 40s before it's over. CVV, another really good one, has snapped back amazingly from 11 to 19 just in the last week and a half and broken out through the July high. Momentum could carry this one up towards 23, 24. And that's it for a review of some of the relative strength stocks. You guys have a good evening.